Welcome to another edition of Smalltalk for you. This morning we're going to continue with web services in VA Smalltalk. We're going to look at how you generate the actual XML code that you're going to use for the web service advertisement, and we're going to see what you have to do to get that far. First off, of course, you have to load the XML support that I showed in the last screencast, and I'll put a link to that in the show notes. What you also need to do is make some small changes to your application. Let's take this small example. I'm going to have a counter class, and it's got these two interfaces, add value and subtract value. And if you look at the definition, it's got one variable. So that's all I've got here. So I'm going to advertise these two interfaces in my web service. Now, before I can generate anything that's going to understand that I'm advertising those two, I need to have them residing in a category called @ws-API. Note all the caps. This is in the documentation that Instantiations provide, so you can look it up there as well. So I do that. Once I've done that, I then need to do something like this. SST WS XML generation for class counter, and let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to do an execute on it. And if you look up here in the transcript, it tells you it generated some files, gives you their names, and tells you where it put them. You might wonder, well, how did it know to put them there? Well, if you go back to the abt.ini or the blah.ini, blah being the name of your image, you'll note that down here there's a stanza called XML, and it tells you where it's going to drop them. If you want them somewhere else, you need to change this before you start your image. But I'm just going to leave it with the default because it's easy enough to find them there. Once you do that, you open up something with Windows here, and you can see I've generated these three files. So I've got counter.wsdl, I've got this counter.xml, and I've got counterinterface.wsdl. Now the thing is, I'm going to leave these for examination next time. There's some small changes we need to make before we can actually advertise this and then set up our listener to actually respond to web services requests. We'll get to that next time. Today, I just wanted to show you a couple of things. First, make sure there's a category, a protocol category with all of the APIs you want to advertise. Second, if you want to change where the XML is going to drop, you need to change this in your INI file. And third, to actually generate, you need to go here and write some code like this. And that's really all there is to it. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with whatever Smalltalk you're using.